This game was, they couldn't find a team to play this game. And the purpose for us was, let's go see what the best looks like. And I think we have enough young guys, 4 freshmen, another 10 guys. And this team, I thought we could handle it. We wanted to see them. We wanted to play against them. There's a ton of respect for their program. Everybody in the country does. They're sitting on a good year. They had a lot coming back with Sasson and all the other guys. So we wanted to play them. We wanted to get on the court with them. It's so hard to get games against these teams. I know Kelvin didn't play it. He didn't play anybody. So that was the goal. And I would say it met what we were trying to get. We got to see a really good defensive team. It's really gritty, very right. It is good for us. And it's not good to lose. We didn't want to come out here and lose. But it's what we needed. And I wish we came out here 8-0. I thought we should have. But that's how it works sometimes. And so I think it'll make us better. It'll make us better in December, January, February, and March. So that's why we did it. And then good game. They're good. They're tough. They exposed us, to which we've been exposed. Offensively, we have to get a lot better there. But we had 17 turnovers. Luckily, we didn't let them turn in transition and were able to stay in the game.
What were we able to do against their guard? Shed and Satcher, you guys played them, well on the one.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job on those two, Sass and Shed. Really did a good job on Shed. But our guard, Logan Johnson, I think he's one of the best defensive guards in the country. He's really good. And so I kind of went into the game thinking, we're going to be okay there because he's guarded them all this year. We played some good guards, and last year we have. He's seen them all. He's a really good defender. So I felt we had a good matchup there. We didn't have to bring a lot of help. And then Shed scared me more. And our younger guards had to guard him, but we did a pretty good job on him. I think he's the head of the snake of that team. He's just tough. He's good defensively. He's just tough. So, but we held him to a low field goal percentage, made him take some tough shots. He missed a lot of them tonight. So that was our mentality coming in. The other one, Kyle Bowen is a really good defender. He's able to take on that 4-man, the freshman. And again, we didn't have to bring help on that kid. He didn't have a good game because of Kyle. So that gave us 2 of the 3 leading scorers. We felt like we weren't going to have to help a lot, and they weren't going to hurt us too much. And that's kind of what happened. And so the other guys, the kid who hurt us was Roberts. They're 5-man, he hurt us. So you're not going to stop them all, but we stopped a couple of the good ones that we needed to, and Shed was a key one. I was worried about that one.
Kelvin was saying that he knew both teams defensively it was going to be a mud bath, is what he said. When you get such 2 good defensive teams together, does that just maybe magnify the stretches offensively where when you get shots, you gotta cash in on them just because you're not going to get a lot of opportunities, a lot of scoring chances?
I mean, you have to grind them down to get a good shot. They're not just going to give you a good shot. They're not going to give you transition, and they can erase their mistakes too. They have good rim protection. So we needed to turn it over less. Other than that, we did all right against them. Their home team's at 30. At least we got 37%. So we have to do better. But against those guys, they're really good defensively. They're really good on the boards, and we won the boards. I think the area we were bad in is taking care of the ball. We have 17 turnovers, they had 5. They had 12 extra possessions. And a game to 53, that's a lot. So, but I think they're really good defense. And you don't see many teams that good defensively. So that's where I think it'll be better for us in the long run. We'll get better because of this game if we handle it right.
It's not unusual for you guys to play the number one team playing. How is this? Is the defense the thing that sort of defines how this test is a little different from what you see against the Zags when you see them?
Zags, these guys are quicker. But the Zags are good. The Zags are good defensively too. They have been over the years. And you're not going to be number one in the country without being really good on the defensive end. I would say Houston is, they're just quick everywhere. And they're well coached. Obviously, they play hard. The ball's on the floor. They're getting it. The best thing about the program, they do a lot of things right. The best thing about the program is their toughness and their togetherness. Like you can feel it, you can see it. It's the way it should be. He takes no BS from his guys. His guys are trying to be good. It's the way it should be. It's how kids get good. He doesn't cripple the kids. He makes them. He holds them accountable to reaching the standard, and he doesn't lower the bar for them. So the kids, a lot of times they don't know that when they're going through it, but that's what good coaches do. And you get players to buy into that, and he's got that. And that's why they play hard. That's why they're a team, and that's why he's built this thing into the number one team in the country. But you're right. We've seen number one, so it doesn't ravel our guys. Now our freshmen haven't seen it, but our returners have. We beat number one 2 of the last 3 years. So it wasn't, hey, we're playing number one. There was none of that. Like we didn't even discuss it once. So that helps us. But that's what you gotta do to be good. You can't be all excited because you're playing a team that's ranked and the game's on TV. We have to be past that. That's what I was kind of trying to say. We want to play that game because we need to play that game if we're ever going to become that.
Coach, you mentioned their quickness, their toughness. Was there one area that you would say was the biggest challenge for you guys when it came to playing these guys, or was it one of those areas?
It was scoring. Mm-hmm. I went in the game and I was like, I don't know how the heck we're going to score. And you look at the other teams, even the game they played against Kent State, what was the score?
49-44.
49-40. So Kent State's a good program. So that was my biggest concern going into it was how are we going to score? Now you could give yourself no chance if you just let them get easy baskets. So that was our goal. Don't give them easy baskets. That's transition. That's turning over for fake sixes. That's give them offensive rebounds. That's just let Sasser shoot open 3. We did a good job of it, but we couldn't score a percentage that we needed to beat them. Close. Not quite.